Hello and welcome to the Marine Channel, and today we're going to jump aboard this, which is the Parker Sorrento. There she is, nicely moored against the dock here so we can get a full walk along the side. So Parker is a brand, boats are made in Poland, and this is a 10 metre boat, 10.5 metre boat, and it's quite an interesting layout. I thought you'd be interested in this because it's got a forward and an aft cabin, but the aft cabin is slightly different you might expect. We'll talk about power first of all. So this is running a pair of Mercury 300 horsepower. The range actually starts with a pair of twin 200s, but you can go as high as twin 350 V10s. Performance from this though with the 300s is a very impressive 48 knots. With the higher power output, with the 350s it will do 55 knots. So it's brisk. Right, let's jump aboard and let me tell you about this aft cabin first off. So you can see here that this is ordinarily a big sort of sun pad lounging area, but we've got access here to our rear cabin, our aft cabin. So I'll take one little step down. I'll try and do this as elegantly as possible. It's actually pretty easy to get in here, and when you're in here you might be surprised at the space. So a full double in here, good headroom over the bed head. You've got a little bit of storage down here as well, and then where I came in there's some space there. You can sit on that step, you can also sit there if you want, and you can see there's a little bit of natural daylight up here. So it's a very private aft cabin on a boat that's just over 30 foot long. Prices, we might as well talk about prices while we're sat down here nice and cozy. Prices start at about 280,000 plus VAT, or 270 actually if you go for the lower power. This particular boat's about 280 plus VAT. Obviously you can still add options to that, but to be honest, this is a well optioned boat. So let me just get up out here. So things that are standard, obviously the fore and aft cabin, the bow lounge area that we'll talk about later on, the electric sliding sunroof, canopy. This one's got bow and stern thrusters, that is an option, and also you can upgrade the refrigeration, which this one's got. But pretty much everything we're looking at is standard, including a wrap-round canopy here. So you see here the infill would go right the way around there, actually stowed in there, so in that kind of cupboard when they're shut or when they're not in use. They don't take up too much space. So we've got this nice L-shape lounging area. It's a step up because then that liberates the space underneath for that aft cabin. It's a high-low table as well, so you can drop that one down, use some infill cushions, and this seat here, which at the moment is part of the U shape, can lift and flip, and then effectively that becomes your navigator seat looking forward. So over here to our helm, it's got a massive massive screen. That is an optional upgrade, but it does look super impressive, doesn't it? Obviously engine controls over there, joystick controls, fusion stereo, all the kind of bits and pieces that one would expect. You can lift that bolster up, says he's struggling with one hand, and this helm seat will go fore and aft as well. And then we've got our kind of outdoor kitchen arrangement here with a induction hob, sink, and then obviously that will close down when not in use. Okay, so let's move forward. This is really nice. So access to the front is this lovely big wide walkway to what has been described as the bow lounge, which I think is a really nice way of saying a sunbad chill out area at the front of the boat. So it's sort of asymmetric, isn't it? So you've got your walkway through here, and then you've got all this space liberated for chilling out. Anchor locker there, chain, and all those kind of bits and pieces. Nice big cleats around the place. And that's our view back, and I think you can kind of get an idea as to how big that sunroof area is when it's open. It really is open. Cool. So let's make our way back down. I'm going to show you the forward cabin. Just point out there, that's one of the fridges there, and then there's another fridge here. So they're both options. And actually just under the floor here there's a lazarette. It's about a foot deep, 30 centimetres. Useful bit of storage. And then we'll swing around here and we'll make our way down below. So straight forward into our main cabin, our master as it were. Really good sized bed, good standing headroom at this end, so you can actually step in here. And then we got rather nice sort of discreet lighting around the place. Nice natural daylight as well. Hatch up there, obviously covered by the sun pads at the moment. Yeah, very nice indeed. And then if we step back out into this kind of lobby area, you can see all our fuses and all our readouts, water, tank, waste, all that kind of stuff. And then swing around, open the door, and we've got really good heads. For a boat 10.5 metres, this is a really good heads. So nice big loo, sink, and a proper dedicated shower stall with a glass screen. You don't often see that on a 30-foot boat. So, what have we got? We've got a very interesting boat. I think we've got an interesting layout. We've got two double cabins, fore and aft. We've got lovely U-shaped seating. We've got that, I'm going to tidy up as I go. We've got that lovely sort of bow lounge area, which is accessible through there. But we've also got an incredible turn of speed. 48 knots in this one, up to 55 with the more powerful engines. So you can have some real fun, real exhilaration on this one. So there you go, Parker Sorrento. Wanted to show you this boat because I thought it was quite interesting. Let me know what you think. So like, subscribe, comment, do all that kind of stuff. But most importantly, keep coming back for more. That's why we do it here at the Marine Channel. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.